Well, here we are again with the 1550. Will there be regret? Absolutely. Sadness? Sure. Failure? Without a doubt. So let's see what we get into right after this. All right, welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross the Oliver Man, and this video took a much different turn. I threw away some footage and am refilming this part because I had started off with the idea that I was going to work on the other side tire and go ahead and do that and what have you. And I said there was one thing I wanted to do first, which was put this power takeoff shield on. And whilst I was happily cleaning the holes, I remembered something. These take a different power takeoff shield because this is like a dry single speed PTO. It's not like the rest of the Ford, like the 1650, 1655s. They use the wet clutch system. And as thus, it takes a different shield. This back part is a little bit more square, and you can see that it just doesn't, it won't go in there the right way. So if you want to see the difference, we'll go look at the 1600 and I'll show you, because it takes actually, a 1600 has the same style PTO as this, not like the 1650 and 55. Confusing? Yes, I know, but that's the way it was. Now you might be saying, why not use one of these? Well, I'm not saying you couldn't. They're very similar because they use a different way of mounting, like one of those side holes. But if you noticed a minute ago, the 1550, it has two side holes, and then I think they had a tab that bolted to one of the lower holes. But I'll show you that. We'll keep going. 1600 is down here. So the old 1600 that we never got to yet does in fact have the shield on it, and you can see it mounts using two bolts on the side, and then it should have, if we look, one tab under there. So yeah, I guess I did waste my effort because I tapped the holes off to the side, which you can see there. So I will have to get another one of these. I think the part number is 155-600A for the 1550, 1555, and the 1600 style shield. Like I said, it's very similar to the Super 88s and all those and the 3 digits, except they had a hole on top that bolted, like a tab sticking out of this cover and bolted to that. So it is different. So I'm gonna let you, we're gonna go back to the footage I shot earlier explaining what we're gonna do, because we're gonna do some more PTO shield stuff and just make a whole video full of this. Yep, another project growed up in the weeds, but that's what it is. It takes that style that bolts to the two side bolts. So what we did was just for nothing. Next question is, do I have another one of those? I doubt it. We can go look. I know it may come as a shock to you that I'm not organized, and I have no idea. I don't think I have one of those in all that stuff. I thought maybe also I'd look for that square block that's missing off the 3-point arm, but I don't think I have one of those either. So I guess I'll go on a scavenger hunt and start looking, because we never did get our parts shed put together, and we have a lot of stuff crammed in a lot of places. So I suppose we'll give up the hunt for now. All right, we're changing the course of this video because I ain't wasting my efforts. So I got 3 of these. These 2 were hanging on the wall where Grandpa took them off of our stuff, and that one I bought. We'll put that one on the 1655, and then each of the 1650s. I'll have to order one of these. I found 2 more that fit 1800 style tractors, I believe. So we'll check the 2 1800s and possibly put them on there. Although I don't know that I can do that with the 1800C, because if it's got the sprayer pump, I think that interferes. But yeah, we're gonna make stuff more complete, and we're not wasting my effort that I already put in so far. So that's what we'll do. This is a project I meant to do for a while, so today might as well be the day. I don't really feel like taking another tire off anyway. We still got to do that tire. All right. Now, luckily, he was a believer in putting fasteners back in the holes when you took something out. So all the stuff we need is here. We just have to make it happen. I probably should have brought a bigger ratchet, though, because I bet you know, why am I doing it this way? Why am I not using the impact and an extension? Let me go get some stuff. Oh, that was dumb. Seemed like it was smart at the time, but it was dumb because it got my impact stuck. I'll probably be kicking myself when I have to work twice as hard to hook it up now. And that ain't even, it's kind of sprung, that's what I'm saying. Let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna fight and fight and fight on this, I'm afraid. How's this gonna go? Well, based on the rest of my life, poorly. I'm thinking put one side in and then mess with the other side, but that may fail too. Oh, how stupid are you? You're so stupid. There we go. We'll get it. That's what I'm saying. It's tweaked, obviously, but I gotta start somewhere. Let's start the other two, and then we'll tighten them down. Jeez. Come on. Jeez. Okay. I wonder, and that's a scary thing when I start to wonder, but I wonder if I can use the impact. No, not really very good. Well, we may have to tweak them a little bit at some point with something, because they're a little bit beat up. Let's tighten that other side. Let's see what we get. All right, that's pretty good. It might be a little down here, but a lot better than what we had, which was nothing. All right, the old loader tractor, probably the roughest one of the lot. I really need to do some seal replacement and stuff. Clean up these because they're leaking. But anyway, the guy who took the one off this one, which was not me or us of any kind, because this tractor came from somewhere else, at least they did the same thing. They put the bolts back in the hole, which kept them nice, and we still have all the bolts, see? So that's handy. So we'll be able to put this on relatively simply. Now, this shield was also the roughest one of the lot, is what I was getting at. I just had to do a lot of work to it to get her even remotely close to the right shape. And it still ain't all the way there, so I'm gonna have to get the bolt started and then do some manhandling of some kind, because it just ain't gonna go. I don't know how they all got so twisted up, if guys backed into stuff with them. I'm not sure. Ours were off of there not before my time. I actually remember when he took them off, and I said, "Why are you doing that?" And he said, "It's too hard to hook up." So, and I would say the thing that he thought was too hard to hook up was the round baler, would be my guess. Back when we had the 851 round baler. Yeah, this is gonna be a joy. I can tell you that. Let's see here. This is not pleasant in the slightest. Let's try. Can we get one of them? If we get one, we can figure out the rest. Alright. Now, get the top one. Do that number there. Except we'll do it up here. Almost. Oh, stupidity. My old friend. It's so close. So close. I'm not thinking with my dipstick. Jimmy, come on. There. Look at that. Would you just look at it? Alright. Now, let's just make bad choices all the way around. Let's see about... Nope. There's one. Get in there. Good. Yep. All right. I don't think that that's really gonna offend us in any way to hook up. You know, I don't think it really gained much, except unlike the one with the sprayer. I went and looked at it. I can't put it on that tractor, so let's go to the next one down the line. And then I'll also get out something and show you what that slot is for, because people always ask about that slot. And I happen to have the thing that goes in there, so we'll get to that here in a second. Now, I'm hoping that this one is the easiest of the lot, because this is the nice shield. Consequently, this is one of the Oliver factory drawbars. Category 2. 9 holes. Still got green paint on it. So, if you got one of them, you got something. What? Those are a little longer. Oh, that's a lot longer. Also, we're missing our luck washers, I see. One of them. Huh. I wonder why we have such a different collection of bolts on this tractor. Would they have vibrated out? And I mean, because it doesn't take that long of bolts to do this. I'm thinking about going and getting the thinking about going and getting some of those new ones I had a while ago. I don't think I need to have such incredibly or not. Let's do that. Let's just throw those on the ground. Okay, everybody to the ground. Not what I wanted at all. What I was talking to myself about here, I gotta mount you to something that's not gonna change its up and down position while I'm talking. But what I'm gonna do is go up and get some of those bolts I had prepared for the other tractor and put those in the bottom here, because we don't need those incredibly long bolts just to hold this shield on. Yeah. That's gonna look nice. I shouldn't have cut it all the way yet, but alright, I'll run up and go get those, and then we can finish this one, and then I'll show you that other shield, and then we'll go on to some more tractors. Alright, I got some of those bolts, and I should have brought them all because I just found something else that would use the attention of it. Let me get them started by hand first, and then we'll that is this sway block, which is loose. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, there's one there. Let's get this one started. All right. Yeah, if we do this right. There's one. There. 3. 4. And in a minute, I think we will, I guess I'll run up another time and get that bolt, but I want to get this sway block fixed. I noticed it went whopper jawed on me at some point when I was using it, and that's ridiculous, you know. But I don't have enough room in here for this. Darn. It may not need it though. Well, yeah, it does. I'll get another bolt and a wrench to do it here in a minute, but I will show you something else here in just a second. All right, tractors have this slot in the PTO shields, and you ask why. Well, the first variation of power takeoff shields was not the kind that is on the shaft itself, but rather it was this thing, which is a telescoping piece of sheet metal, and you would hook it in that slot on the tractor, and then there was a corresponding slot on the implement. So I don't know if I can make this go or not. It's probably telescoped too close together now to get it to do what I want it to do. But basically, come on. Let's go. Come on here. Oh, we're getting it. Come on. There. Get in there. There. There we go. So, you would do that there, and then you do it to the implement, and then that would keep you protected. And they quickly discovered that's kind of a hassle, because who's going to take the time to put an extra piece of metal in something? So that quickly went away, and then went to the style where they're on the shaft itself. So that's how that goes. I'm going to run up and get the bolt and a wrench, and then we're going to put the sway block back, and then we will go on to an 1800. All right. Let's see here. We want to loosen this up so that falls back down. Then we want to find out. I just threaded a bolt in there a second ago, so I know that hole is clear. But I'm sure it will fight me to the end, just because, you know, just because. Okay, another tractor, all safetified up. How about that? Let's go on to the 1800A, and also I'm going to look, I think laying in here somewhere I have another one of these arms, and I'm going to see if it's got that block on it that I need for the 1550. Surely it does not. I thought I had them though. Huh. Here's another one of these. That came off of one of ours. I don't remember which one. I don't know where the third one came off of then. Or the fourth one. However you want to look at it. Huh. I guess I'll buy another block and then end up finding it later. Alright, it's kind of loud back here with the fan running, but this shield bolts up 3 bolts. This one isn't the greatest. I got another one that's a lot better, but it would not match this tractor. I mean, the style decals that were on it, whatever. So I'm going to put this one on here. I'm not sure how this is going to go, because I'm not too smart. Using an impact to take out 3/8 bolts. Do I have enough washers? I hope so. Brought some flat washers. So I'm afraid our original holes are pretty sacked out for some reason. I wonder if this one, this particular shield, had in fact been used with that telescoping shield like I showed you, and that's why it looks like it's pulled the holes forward. It's very possible. I am going to put it back on with the wrench, or with the ratchet, not the impact. That would just make sense, wouldn't it? All right, so there we have that. That's more better. You can still get in there and regulate it. So now it is complete, and that's what I like. All right, so a quick walk around assessment of all of the tractors. Everything now has a PTO shield except for the 1550 Freddy, the Steel Wheel 60, and the 550. And I know I can get the one for the 1550 and I can get the one for the 550 easy. This one is supposed to have a small one and a large one, and I think I got that tracked down. The thing with the flap is the smaller one. I'm pretty sure I can get the other one easy, but the flapper one, yeah, I think I know where there's one of those we talked about once. The Freddy one, that you might as well just give up on that, because it's it ain't gonna happen. It's an odd deal. It's round and it clamps around that round part that sticks out. So I very much doubt that I'll locate one of those, but you never know. That's something, you know, maybe you could find, but I doubt it. So anyway, that's not too bad. Everything, I just need to order that 1600 one or 1550, same style. I looked up and you can get it, but they wanted 30 bucks to ship it. So I may have to see about getting more stuff in my order to make it worth shipping, because I could get the 550 one from them too, probably. And you know, it may not seem like much, but here and there I try to throw a few parts at stuff to make it more complete, so that at the end of the day they're totally complete, because I like them that way. I think that makes them worth more when you've got, you know, everything the way it's supposed to be. So that's kind of my mode of operation there, or reasoning for it. So yeah, there we go. Well, I suppose we'll call this a video. So as always, if you like them, give them a thumbs up, leave a comment. That stuff doesn't cost you anything and it helps me out. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.